So I have a pile of things folded and ready to go because I didn't want to bore you with watching me try and fold and figure it all out. So I've got my cover. I think that might be a good one near the front, and then this map of London and where my family lives, which will be really fun to incorporate somewhere. That's from the game. Something I made, a fancy little pocket, which I will elaborate on very soon. And another pile of stuff that is all folded in four with all the open ends that side and at the top. You don't have to have that at the top, but that's how I do it. And then that's going to fit in there. So how to do some pockets, as my mother would say, my Irish mother. Here's one way to do a pocket. You get a piece of, this is awesome colour, isn't it? As I've already said. I am going to fold it up like that, and then fold it like that. And when that's joined in the spine, you've got a lovely little pocket there and there. But it's too high, so I'm just going to trim it down a bit. Can't see what I'm doing, can you? Okay, so no rulers will be used in this book lesson, actually. BTW. Why? You've got right angles on all your pieces of paper. That's good enough for me. So I have figured out that'll fit in. I'm going to trim this with one of my favourite tools on earth, silly scissors, as I call them. They come with lots of different kind of pinking shear edges. And I'm going to trim that across the top to make that shorter. So again, I've got a piece of paper, folded up the bottom, probably about a third of it, and then you've got 2/3 left. Counterintuitively, I fold it like that. This side will be in the spine. Is everything going to be backwards in this video? That's going to be fun. But for a dyslexic like me, that's just perfect. So, and then we're going to put our pocket. So this will be put in the book. Maybe at the beginning, because it's so exciting to see that as you open the book. Another kind of pocket is, get a piece of paper. This is from the Getaway video game instructions again. I folded it in 4. Okay, this is going to be the side that's in the spine. And what I'm going to do is just tuck the top. It's hard to see because it's all dark, isn't it? But tuck that corner in, actually, and then tuck this other corner in, like that. Does that make sense? And when I put it back in that 4-fold like that, you can see it better there, you've got this gorgeous pocket, okay? This will be the spine. It'll sew it down there, and your pocket for all your gorgeous things will go in there. So let us put that in the book. If I didn't explain that very well, I'm sorry. But, you know, email me and I'll explain. So I'm going to put clips at the top and the bottom, about 1 inch in from where the stab binding is going to be on the spine. So I've got my clips clipped, firmly clamped, you could even say. Okay. All right, we're nearly there. I have put this together. I'm ready to make holes in the spine. And before I make holes in the spine, it is a good idea just to check your work that your pockets are facing the right way around, that they're actually pockets and they're not kind of going to be flapping around open on this side. The fold is on that side, yeah? So we got that. All right, I'm going to speed along a little bit here. So I am going to mark my holes for the binding. I'm going to eyeball it and do like a 1/2 inch from the top, and about, you could do about 1/2 inch from the edge of the spine there, a 1/2 inch from the bottom, and about 1/2 inch in. So everything's going to be on this. I'm going to draw a dotted line here for you guys, but usually you don't have to do this, okay? So this is with if you don't have a ruler anywhere in the house, and you know you're just gonna go for it. You could measure that if you want with a real ruler. Then I'm going to eyeball where the middle of that is. Okay, and then I'm going to eyeball between that dot and that dot, the middle of that, and between that and that, roughly about the middle there somewhere. All right, they don't have to be equidistant. They could be, you know, getting closer and then further away. There's no fast rule about where the holes for this are, but the traditional way, just for starters, is like that. And then I'm going to make holes where I've made those 5 marks. You don't have to have 5. You could have more or less, but probably 5 is a good standard number. You could have 3 perhaps. So I find like a push pin with a really good grip on it will usually go through all those papers. I've made these holes already, that's why it's going through so easily. So see, I'm making holes and pushing that right through, all the way through to the back. You could use an awl. I can't find mine right now. You could use a hammer and nail. You can use anything that will make a hole in there, a needle. So once I've made those holes with my push pin, I'm going to just put a needle all the way through just to make sure that's nice and clear. Okay, so that's going through all those. And then I'm going to get my thread. I've threaded it already because I used to watch Blue Peter as a kid, and you have to have things prepared a little bit, apparently. So I'm going to use floss because I have a lot of it. Someone gave me this huge bag of it. People give me things, it's great. But you could use linen, you can use regular thread, cotton, whatever, string, raffia, your hair, if you feel like it. And I'm going to measure about a length that's 5 times the length of the spine here, which I've already done. So I'm just doing it like that, 5 times the length of my spine. I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to leave about as much as the spine dingling dangling around there. Okay, and then I'm going to go over the top and back through the same hole. Okay, and all right, and then I'm going to go around this corner here to go back in that hole one more time. And for some reason, I always have an image of my mum and I walking downtown to do the groceries, shops, as I do this stitch going downtown. So I'm going to go downtown, you're going down the spine, down to the next available hole. And it's a little harder to go in from the back because I haven't made such a great, there you go. So I'm going downtown, I'm going round the corner to the cobblers, because we had a great cobblers in Epping for years. Drop off our shoes. All right, and then I'm going to carry on downtown to Eldred's greengrocers, get some Brussels sprouts, which will be thoroughly overcooked, unfortunately. I love you, Mum, though. I love you. I miss you. There, around the corner again to, I don't know, what was around the corner? The florists. And downtown a bit further, go to the post office to get some stamps. All right. Then we go around the corner again to one of the thousands of pubs that were in my town, maybe to get packet crisps. And where do we go? We keep going downtown. Right to the end of town, Chewin Osborne's. Look at all the gorgeous, gorgeous greetings cards and wrapping paper. All right, and 60s glass. So you can go down the bottom, and basically you want to make, it's going down to the station right now, all the way down the end of the town. And you want to make that a little square again, just like I did at the top, a square. So go round the corner to make that square in your bottom there. Isn't that beautiful? And then you just got to fill in all the gaps as you go back up the hill. Is it Stonnard's Hill? I can't remember. Palmer's Hill, the name of the hill. Past the War Memorial with all the shopping. Back up the hill, you fill in all the gaps. So you kind of know where to go because you're seeing there's a gap there. I better fill that with this gorgeous yellow thread. Oh my God. You have to have strong hands, I suppose. Don't make a book as thick as this, and then I think it'll be a bit easier. All right, and I'm nearly at the top. Now when you get to the second one from the top, the temptation, because you're nearly home, oh my God, come out of here, you little stinker, is to go back in another hole, because you've been doing that all afternoon. But you don't need to. You are now ready to tie that off in a reef knot, otherwise known as a square knot in the United States of America. And sometimes this is tricky, but it's right over left, left over right. Don't think I'm doing that properly, but you'll figure it out. Just do a knot. Okay, and do one more for luck. All right, and then you can, if you want, add beads or something, or that one earring you got left because you lost the other, or something decorative on these if you want, or you can trim them. Okay, so we're taking the clamps off. We've got a gorgeous book. We need to open up these pages, so I'm going to use actually a letter opener, but you can use a bone folder. Don't know where mine is right now. So remember, don't open up the ones that are acting as gorgeous pockets to put things in, but go to the next one here, give that a little bit more of a fold, use something, the edge of your scissors if you want, work quite well, and then feel brave, get a knife, it could be a kitchen knife, anything, and do that, and do that. There we go. I think we're all opened there. Yeah, we've got one more lovely fold. There you go. And you have, from those folded 4 pages, now you've got these, which are fab, where you can write, draw, compose music, design the next great universal healthcare system that's going to come to America. There you go, and carry on doing that. But remember not to tear open your pockets, because you'll be a bit sad, I think. So look at these lovely random things that happen. So you've got some upside down people there, love it. So you could collage on these. You can paint on them. You could just paint the pages out a little bit if you want, and then, you know, write, draw over those. Do what you want. This pocket is ready to rock and roll there. I'll do one more tear to show you here. And then I think you've got it. This one doesn't want to go raised. Oh yes, look at that. Fabulous, look at that colour combination. I adore it. Do I have another fold? Yes. There we go. So lots of room for invention here, where you can draw over, cut, use a hole punch, do all sorts of things and have fun with them. There's that fabulous pocket we made, and it's still there, and so it goes. Hope you enjoy making one of these. Let me know. Show me what you make. Bye.